Hello, ho ho ho, happy holidays from the Book Boyfriend Podcast Girls. We're on day 10 of our 12 days of Christmas, giving to you our favorite book boyfriends of all time. And I am going to really knock your socks off with this next one because there is no way any of you are picturing him as a book boyfriend, but I guess that's why my mind is a little bit warped. I am going with Rax Rathbone from Kendall Gray's Hard Rock Hollet series. He's featured in Strings, Beats, and Nocturnes. I read this trilogy exactly this time last year, around Christmas Eve, Christmas Day. I remember reading up until the wee hours of the night, thinking that I would definitely be on the naughty list for this because, let's face it, Kendall Gray's Hard Rock Harlot series is very naughty. I read some scenes in here that I actually had to Google on Google to find out if they could happen. But for me, Rax Rathbone, why did I fall in love with Rax Rathbone? And why does he even deserve to be a book boyfriend? Why? He totally progressed from completely hated for me in book one as a cocky jerk of a lead singer of a band, controlling with not only his bandmates but women, and just a real pig of a guy. How is this a book boyfriend, you may ask? But by book three, I literally found myself crying for him. I felt for him. I understood why he was the way he was in books 1 and 2. I loved his backstory. It wasn't just about the band anymore. It was about him finding himself and living with his sins and owning up to them and owning up to his past. And other than that, let's just face it, he is a sexy rock star. Who doesn't love a sexy rock star with a jaded past? And maybe his past is a little bit more jaded than some of the guys we know and love, but I honestly believe that he deserves a chance. And I know some of us, even including some of us on the podcast group, never got to book 3, not because they didn't love it, but because it is definitely it's definitely the smuttiest of the 3. But if you have not read this one yet, I highly recommend reading Nocturnes by Kendall Gray. It blew my mind away, but I loved it, and I found myself falling really, really hard for Rax Rathbone. So that wraps up my 3 men in our book boyfriend 12 Days of Christmas, and just want to wish everyone a happy holiday, and stay tuned to listen to the rest of the girls' book boyfriends for the rest of the 12 Days of Christmas. Merry Christmas, guys.
Thanks for joining us. You can find out who will be on upcoming shows and what books we'll be discussing, as well as more about our hosts at www.bookboyfriendpodcast.com. See you next time when we add another boyfriend to the ranks.